Alright! Disclaimer, this is a horrible depiction of what actually occurred. Please go watch the actual video and the original video. Thank you. It's been a minute since I made one of, kind of like a, I don't know, would you call this a cutcom? It's been a minute since I made one of these kind of videos. But we are back because I seen this video on YouTube. It was Faze Rain reacting to this, kind of this documentary about Faze Clan, how it's evolved and changed over time. So I was thinking, why don't we do a video on this because I thought it was so interesting. This looks like, I feel like I seen this in Cali. Alright, so Faze Clan. If you don't know what Faze Clan is, I'll give you a little debriefing, but you should already know. You can't watch me and just not know what Faze Clan is, dude. Faze Clan was started because of Call of Duty. Call of Duty, BO2, just any Call of Duty in general. They were trick shotting, going crazy, and then Faze formed. A bunch of guys were like, yo, let's phase up, Faze, yeah. You gotta be kidding me. Dill Pickle used freeze on me? Faze was comprised of 4 main people. I think, I don't know if it's actually true, guys. I should have searched it up on Google, but this is just off my knowledge. I think it's Apex, Banks, Temper, and Rain. That's the Faze. Faze was made up of 4 people. Those main 4 people, they created Faze, and they split Faze's kind of publicity and earnings 25, 25, 25, 25. So 4 quarters. So they all move out to this house out in LA. Oh no, sorry, not LA, New York. They all start making content. It's a content house. It's the first ever YouTube content house back in like the 1900s or however ages ago. It was ages ago, alright? Italy, give me Italy. So they're moving out there. And they're doing their thing. They're making videos and they're trying to make Faze bigger and bigger than what it is already. It all kind of starts with these business trips to Norway. They're taking these business trips to some Norwegian guy. They're just talking to him about business. As a business person, you want to be expanding your empire as much as possible. So that's what you do when you have a business. And Faze was technically a business. They want to expand. Faze are adding new members, yada, yada, yada. So they're talking to this guy in Norway. A couple members go, and then a couple of founders go, and then they start really getting close to this guy. This guy's becoming one of his friends. And I'm actually gonna put a picture of him right here. This is the guy that they're meeting up with. I can't really talk about him because if I talk about him, he's gonna sue me. And you know how the higher, oh, is that Washington D.C.? I know. The higher ups of like, the business people with the good lawyers, they're all gonna eat my butt. Yeah, you already know how it be. So they're taking more and more trips, and the guy's acting like a friend. He's like, I can make Faze so much bigger. He's basically, like every business horror story is basically how it's going. And he kind of has, I think he has about 1.3 million shares in Faze at some point. I think it's after some time. Norwegian guy, he pitches an app to them, a futuristic Twitter, basically. That's how Faze Rain described it when I was watching this video. I think like you can buy plane tickets, you can just literally do whatever you want on that. So they launched the app with Faze. Faze has some kind of connection to it, and it fails. Supposedly it fails. I should have gotten more details about it. Don't take my word for this, by the way. I should put a disclaimer at the start. Please not take my word for this. He launched this app with Faze, the Norwegian guy, and supposedly it sucks. And then Faze goes into a downhill spiral because of the guy. So because of the guy, Faze goes out into this downward spiral. Everything just starts going really bad. The guy starts taking shares of the company, and he has ownership of the company, so now he has a say. And then it kind of turns into, it kind of turns from 4 main people into like a company. Turned away from what they wanted it to be, the 4 main, Apex, Banks, Temper, Rain. It changed from what they wanted it to actually be. If you didn't see, a lot of them started doing drugs. I'm not going to get into that. This is because I don't like talking about stuff like that. But what I will talk about is how Faze Apex was absolutely addicted to cigarettes. Nah, I'm just playing. That's an overrun drug. If you don't understand that joke, you're probably like 3 years old. I'm just kidding. Apex does not do cigarettes, guys. Come on, leave them alone. So, as they're spiraling out of control, new people are starting to take over, and Faze is losing ownership. So as they lose ownership, people are kind of coming in and more investors. This guy comes in. Who's that guy? There's a picture of him right here. This guy right here, he like takes over as the new CEO of Faze. He made Katy Perry big or something. Doesn't really know anything about Faze or gaming. He's just kind of there. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what I mean by people just taking over Faze. People who didn't know what they were doing, didn't know what Faze was, they were just in it for the money. They were just in it for the money. All these people are taking over Faze, and they decide to make it a stock company. I don't know how to explain this, but they're introducing Faze as a stock. Oh wait, let me read that. It's New York. So Faze is becoming a company business that you can invest in, that Wall Street people and whatnot can invest in for growth and earning money. Yeah, you guys know, if you're old enough, you should know what Wall Street is. It's basically where people just invest, make money. It's literally the dirtiest place in the world. Oh dang, that place looks pretty dirty, but the filthiest place when it comes to business. People they're just there solely for business. They'll kill you for business. They'll do anything in Wall Street. Wall Street's crazy. But Faze becomes part of stocks and NASDAQ, I think it was. So Faze becomes a part of NASDAQ where you can invest. And then they launch into stocks. They launch into stocks, and after a month, supposedly a month, it rose to about $20-something, $30, and then it crashed and it did horrible. Like, I forgot what happened, but something just trashed it. Stock is crashing. Faze is just at its lowest. I mean, I'm probably I'm missing a lot of information here, and I'm probably getting a lot of stuff wrong. But because of the higher ups, Faze is just going down deeper and deeper in a hole. People of Faze who still had ownership, which was mainly banks, or mainly banks I heard talk about. It's obvious that the other components of Faze were obviously a part of it. You already know what I'm talking about. Banks and everybody, they decide that they've just had enough. They're being, how do you phrase this? They're being taken advantage of, like the predators try to take advantage of kids in Roblox. They've had enough, and they kick like so many people. So here's what happened. When the people were taking over Faze, they were adding a ton of random gamers into Faze, which is a good thing. You're expanding the people, but they're just adding a bunch of people that didn't make Faze grow. Banks and everybody does is that I don't know why I didn't move. I wasn't paying attention. They kick everybody from Faze, like 90% of Faze. They just completely kick them. They just leave like the OG Call of Duty, some here, some there, and then they add new people. Basically the big four of the Twitch world right now. It was like Jason, Blackboy Max, Ronaldo, Lacey. Though that kind of group, they added those people to Faze after kicking everybody. And people at first, they were like, what is this? They're tweaking. They don't know what's going on. But Banks makes, a really big brain move. But he saw talent in these people, and he put them in. His whole idea was to redo Faze and kind of make it more modern. Bro, I put my marker over there. And I walked over there. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I put my marker over there. Bam. So he redoes Faze, and now Faze is popping. Have y'all not seen Faze, bro? Faze is everywhere, bro. And I love Faze. I mean, I'm a big Faze fanboy. Can you guys not tell? There's no Faze apparel on me at all. But it's now popping. It's going off. It's going crazy, bro. They took control of Faze. They got the leashes of Faze, and they got it right back on the right track. The founders are chilling. Apex has his secret gaming channel. If you don't know what the secret gaming channel is, if you're not part of the Unclub, what are you doing? Faze Rain is streaming. He's all good now. Banks is getting better. Everybody's getting better. I don't know about Temper though. I haven't heard about him. Haven't heard about him too much. Faze is, now Faze is just at an all-time high, man. Y'all, I know you guys have seen Faze, bro. I want to see the lesson that we can kind of derive from this. And I think the lesson that we can mainly derive from this, that's China, is that the top of the world is scary. And all those higher business classmen, they do anything for money. So we all need to stay homeless. Next video is going to be pretty bald, so stay in tune for that. And I'll see y'all in the next one.